Hey everybody, Zane here for Panda. After the end of a long weekend at MainStage 2021, I'm here with the champion of Melee Singles, Envy's Wizzrobe. Wizzy, this is your second major win. You're now tied for the only other Falcon to ever win a major with 2 major wins with Isaiah. How does it feel to really be making history with the character?
I mean, I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I won another one. Once I made it to grand finals, I was like, I made it this far, I better win.
Yeah. I mean, you looked really strong against HBox and winners. The other major that you won, of course, Smash and Splash 5, was also you double eliminating HBox.
I had some flashbacks of that. I'm like, well, maybe I could just do the same thing again. So.
But to me, it seemed a little bit different because I remember at Smash and Splash, there was a lot of stomping on top platform, right? And you didn't really do that much at all. Why do you think your game plans changed, at least in that regard, between the two?
So I think actually I was getting worse first puff, and I think it's because like I was like doing too well for a while, like not playing the matchup right in a way. Like I felt like I had a lot of success versus Jigglypuffs, like just like playing a standard way, not like playing to the matchup super hard. And so like I feel like that's kind of carried over, and then I'm just like, well, if I just like try to play closer to the way I used to play, or at least like make the right adjustments, then hopefully it'll work, and it seems like it worked. So
yeah, I mean, you played HBox pretty recently at Riptide, and you did lose to him there. What do you think was the difference maker? Was it just that, like playing to the matchup as opposed to just being the better player?
Yeah, I think it was changing. I mean, he played really good that weekend, I feel like, but versus me, it felt that way. But yeah, I definitely feel like I was playing more of the matchup. Like I guess in a way I kind of got lazy in the matchup, not because I'm like trying to be lazy, but because like I was thinking of other ways to play the matchup, and they were kind of working. And Hungrybox kind of reminded me like, okay, you can't do this and that. You gotta like play a certain way versus Jigglypuff, and you can't stray too far from that.
Do you feel like, because there are other good puffs now, right? There's ones on the come up too, SDJ, Komodo, Toussaint, obviously, but do you still feel like, you said he reminded you feel like he's just a different beast when it comes to the matchup?
Yeah, he's a different beast, and also like all the other puffs, like some of them are good at like crouching and like shielding and stuff, but Hungrybox just like, it's like crouch level, and Hungrybox at the top of the crouch level. Like, they need to up their crouch level.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He does the crouch, like the instant crouch to try and beat grab and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving forward, I said it was a long weekend. I mean, there's been talks about the scheduling. How do you manage to maintain your energy level when it's like 11:30 right now, and you started playing at 10 a.m. today, and it's been 3 days of playing because you played doubles too.
Yeah, it was so hard. Like I feel kind of lucky almost, like, because the last 2 days I was destroyed by this time, like completely, because I was coming from East Coast too. Yeah. So not only are we playing late that's the main thing that affects you coming from East Coast. It's not waking up early, it's staying up late. So it's like when I was playing doubles, like at a certain point, like I felt like we could have gone farther, but my brain literally shut down. And it's like, well, I'm not going to drink caffeine like an hour before bed or 2. So. But I guess today maybe my body's adapting a little bit, and also we had such a huge downtime that I like tried to like lay down for like a couple hours. I didn't like get like a good sleep, but like I tried what I could. Basically, I'm just it sucks, but when you're given a situation that's hard to deal with, you just gotta do what you can, basically.
Did you use that time to prep too? Because you actually had an unexpected opponent in your bracket on the way from yesterday, because it was supposed to be Cody who was going to face you, and instead it was Ginger who beat him, and so you had to face the Falco matchup instead. Did you use some time to prep for that, or?
I actually didn't prep for it because I probably should have, but I kind of just focused on resting, and also like I felt like he was probably going to do something different, because since I beat him the last few times, I usually, like, if you beat an opponent a few times, like, you kind of get this feeling like they're going to change something. Yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know what he's going to do, so I'll just try and adapt to it and then remember it for next time.
How does it feel to be back at offline majors in general for you, because we've been online for so long?
It feels good. Like, staying up there, like, it almost feels like we didn't leave in a way, because you were so used to this. But Riptide was like this, and now this is like this, and online was cool and all because like you finish and then you're home and all that. But I like playing in person more. Like I feel like I focus better at these events than at home. Yeah.
What do you feel like the quarantine gave you any opportunity to refine your game plan or anything with the ability for net play and for long practice sessions from home?
Well, definitely the net play changes everything. Quarantine, it felt almost like things were normal because like we were still competing in high stakes tournaments, so that was still there even though it was online. But the main thing is just the fact that it's net play, and it changes the game, and like a melee online is just like way better than the other Smash games.
Yeah, no kidding. It's funny that our 20-year-old game is the one with the best online. It's pretty weird. In the net play era, this sort of clear top two emerged, right? It was really clear. It's been really clear that Zane and Mango have been the ones that are the best of the best. And then it felt like there's been sort of a rotation of who could be third. It's been Cody, HBox, and you, right? You were the only person to beat both of them during the SCL. And so this is a big notch in your belt for potentially claiming that third title or that place of third. How do you think you're going to go forward, be trying to establish yourself more going into Smash World Tour and Summit and et cetera?
Well, it's just about winning the tournament. And with Mango and Zane being the top two, it's kind of like you really got to beat them to like make your case, it feels like. And I don't know, I'm just going to keep practicing and, try and beat the people above me.
Do you think you have an edge compared to those other third place contenders because you have those wins on Mango and Zane?
Kinda. I feel like it's kind of like a peaks versus consistency thing. Yeah. And I feel like that shows how high my peaks are. But someone like iBDW probably has better consistency. So I think I think that's what it's about in my head, at least.
One last question before we wrap up here. The next two big tournaments on the list, like I mentioned, are Smash World Tour and Summit. And those tournaments are a little bit different because they're obviously invitationals. You already know you're going to them. You already are going to have some idea of your bracket, of the people in your path, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, where they're going to be. Does that change at all how you approach going into tournaments like those, especially because they're arguably even more prestigious?
So you say it again? Like you're saying like...
Do you prep for invitationals differently, basically?
It's kind of hard because with it, like Summit, for example, like there's so many matches you play. Like, yeah, you can prepare for your pool, which, I will, or I will. But, after the pool, okay, well, then there's a bracket, and we have no idea what it's going to be. So really, you can prepare for the immediate opponents, but then at the same time, you have to keep in mind, like, the rest as well. So I think the invitations it's about, like, kind of keeping everyone in mind and just, do the best you can with, like, the people that are there. And then, but I would say, like whatever your pool is, that's, like, probably the first focus. And then once you feel like you've prepped on that, then you focus on the people not in your pool.
I got to get one more question, which is just that, I was really a big fan of seeing you and Gatsu playing Double Falcon this weekend and playing Double Falcon at Riptide. And it feels like, obviously, you've been an innovator for Falcon for a really long time. I know that you and Rockman play a lot. I know that Rockman puts a lot of Falcon tech out there into the world. Do you feel like there's still more leaps and bounds to be found within Falcon's metagame? Is that why you're able to take the character to these heights we've never seen before?
Yeah. Rockman is a huge reason why I'm doing good. Like, he's... I'm kind of upset. I was supposed to give him a shout out on the commentary. I forgot. But,
you can do it here.
Well, shouts to Chef Rockman because he's pretty much the reason I've beaten Mango at least once now, and he's the reason I've gotten better at a lot of matchups, along with like people like Sechi and Drugged Fox. But Chef Rockman's cooking up a lot of things. So
yeah, go to thecookbook.gg. Wizzy, thanks so much for the interview, especially after the long weekend, and congratulations on really, establishing yourself as the best Falcon to ever do it. Like, I think there's no question about it now. Any last things you want to say? Any shout outs before we end?
Shouts to Chef Rockman again. Shouts to my girlfriend Noelle for supporting me. Shouts to Team Envy. Shouts to everyone who helped me in any way. I appreciate it. And shouts to the Wizzrobe Discord server.
Hell yeah. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the PGstats YouTube channel, and for more, stay tuned for more. It's 11:30, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. We got to go home. I'm on East Coast time, too. Yeah. We'll see ya.